like I said, medium, heavy weights, maximizing time under tension, trying to crank up that intensity before we take our extended weekend. But we're going to start off with those shoulder circles, nice and small to begin, going forward. And then we're going to start increasing their size as we go along. Eventually, you're going to get to that maximum circumference, taking a few reps there. Then you're dwindling it back down to the center. And then from there, guys, once we're nice and small again, we're going backwards, keeping with that small, making it bigger. Same thing, just the opposite direction. Lori, nice to see you. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. In case you missed it, we're going to have some heavyweights as well as some medium weights in today. We're going to try to maximize the time under tension. A lot of 10, 8, and 5 counts today. Again, trying to maximize that intention or time under tension, trying to maximize that intensity as we're going to have the next 2 days off. So we can really enjoy that extended break. But guys, we should be rounding down those backward circles. We're going to start kicking those hamstrings and giving me that chest opener. Again, opening it up right here, squeezing those shoulder blades together. It's going to be really important today. We really want to keep that posture open and maximize that range of motion throughout today's class. Aaron, nice to see you as well. Happy Thanksgiving. From here, guys, we're going to keep our feet a little bit wider, maybe bring them in a bit. Just go ahead right there, give me some squats. At the top there, go ahead, give me that calf raise, trying to get nice and high, getting that full movement in from the hips down to the ankles. And then from there, guys, you're going to start giving me some lunges, either normal speed or nice and slow. Both are going to have their benefits. Taking that speed up a little bit is going to get our heart rate going a little bit more. Taking it slow is going to help that eccentric strength or stretching proportion, giving us a nice stretch in those hip flexors, as well as pretty much getting our muscles warmed up for what we're going to do today, which is a lot of time under tension. So mix in a few of those both. Maybe you want to start a little bit quicker and slow down. Or if you're already feeling a little bit more active, you can start slow and then speed up if you're trying to get that heart rate up. From there, guys, you're going to spread your legs out a little bit. Just give me those side shifts. Again, trying to stay low, trying to get those glutes activated. But if we have to come up in between and really just focus on that stretch in between those inner thighs, that is the primary goal. So that's okay. But if we're able to stay nice and low and keep those glutes activated, that's ideal as well. And finally, you guys are coming up and you're giving me those hip openers from the inside all the way out to the side. Again, trying to focus on stretching those adductors, those muscles, and those interior thighs. And from there, guys, we do the same thing, but backwards. Now we're stretching those glutes, those abductors, by having that leg come from the outside in. And right there, guys, go ahead, quick drink of water. Back here in a little under a minute. As you guys are coming on back to me, first activity we're going to start off here with, not quite getting into it right now, I'm just explaining it, are going to be some squats. I'm going to let you guys warm up a little bit normally, and then we're going to try to incorporate a 10-second negative. On my count, we're just going down 10 seconds, coming up normally, no holds at the bottom. That'll be our first activity, so you can choose whether or not you want to use weights for this full body activity or if you just want to do body weight. I'll let you guys make that decision. We're going to get started here in about 10 seconds. All right, getting into it in 3, 2, normal squats here, guys. Normal squats just to get used to that motion. Few reps here, and then it's on my count down 10 seconds. And like I said, there's going to be a lot of time under tension counts today, 10, 8, 5. I might not count them all out for you guys, but just to start us off. With me up at the top, we're going down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up normal, down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up normal, down 10, 9. As you guys are going here, try to be very conscious, not letting these knees come in, keeping them out nice and strong. Back on up, down 10, 9, 8. Same thing, not leaning forward on those heels or on those toes, keeping those heels planted into the ground, pressing through there, those glutes, going down 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One more time, guys, down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. You guys are going to find a wall. We have a wall sit, or we just have a squat hold down at the bottom if we don't want to utilize a wall. Once I say 3, 2, 1, go, I want you guys in position. After a little split second from that go, then I'm going to start the clock. When I'm down there, though, guys, we want those thighs parallel to the ground, knees behind the toes, pressing through those heels. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, go. Guys, right here, trying to keep those hands off of those thighs. Again, pressing through those heels. I got you guys a stopwatch this first time around. It's just 30 seconds, getting used to it. We're already 10 seconds in. That's a third of the way. Keep pressing through those heels. Focus on your breathing. Try not to exaggerate that breath too much. Keep it nice, slow, and calm. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, guys. Come on off that wall. We're going to find ourselves down on the ground here. And our next activity, guys, I'm going to give you 2 options here. It can either be normal glute bridges, or what I'd prefer is glute bridges, holding it like this, and then holding this leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, bringing that leg back down. Other leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back again. That'll be our goal here. Guys, we're going to start those in 3, 2, and 1. So raise those glutes up. Extend one leg out. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Back down. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back down. Keeping that switch going, guys. I'm going to let you hold the count on that one. So again, counting for 4 seconds. If we don't want to do that, we just got some normal glute bridges going on right here, guys. While you're going through, guys, I want to talk through a couple points. Make sure we're pressing through those heels at that top of that range of motion. See if we can't get an inch higher, making sure we're not sinking down throughout this count here, guys. Here's that stability. If it gets too bad, let's come down to both legs and continue it. Just normal glute bridges. But you guys got here less than 10 seconds for me on this one. 3, 2, and 1. And then right there, guys, you're going to come back on up, and you're giving me some RDLs, some Romanian deadlifts, basically stiff-legged deadlifts with a slight knee, hip hinging, back stays nice and straight. coming back on up. Nothing special there, guys. Just some RDLs. Weights optional. Do a leg, both legs at the same time, but we're starting there in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring it down, and coming back up. Getting used to that hamstring stretch, maybe even a gluteal stretch. That's going to be your cue to come back up. Keeping that back nice and straight. Shoulder blades pinched together, especially if we're holding that weight. Hinging at the hips and extending through the hips. Again, trying to keep that spine stable through these RDLs. Less than 15 seconds for us, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Guys, we're going to transition back through those 4 activities one more time. Weights with the squats, we're going to change up the counts here. So now for these squats, it's going to be 5 seconds down, 5-second hold, 5 seconds back up. You're going to start the first couple reps with me, and I'll let you take the count on your own. But we're going to start those in 3, 2, and 1. Down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys are going to take on that count by yourself. Again, it's 3 by 5. 5 down, 5 hold, 5 back on up. If it's not a perfect 5 seconds, that's okay. It's really about being conscious about that time under tension, trying to maximize it throughout different ranges of motion. And I'm just going to go through a couple points again, guys. Make sure we're constantly pressing through those heels, sitting back on those heels, not letting those knees cave in while we're going. And then we're getting that full extension here up at the top. That's our goal. Trying to give me one more, guys. Down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to come back onto the wall. Another 30 seconds for this one, guys. Going to 3, 2, 1. Down right here, guys. Same as with those squats, avoiding those knees coming inside, keeping them out nice and wide. Make sure we're not moving our weight too forward or too much forward on the front of those toes, keeping it back on the heels. Thighs parallel with the wall. You guys are already halfway done while I was talking there. 10 seconds, and then we're right back down to the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going to come on down. What we got here, guys, different count. It's going to be come up normal, hold for 8 seconds, down normal, up, hold for 8 seconds. I'll do the first 2 reps with you. 3, 2, and 1. Coming on up, hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down, back up, hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your own count, guys. This is really going to give us that opportunity. Once we come on up, take a little bit of a slight pause and see if you can't fight for an extra inch at the top. That's where I want you guys to hold it. And then at the end of your 8 seconds, see if you can't get back to that spot in case you sank down a little bit. It's very common. Like I said, 3 different gluteal muscles. It's important to try to get a maximal contraction out of each and every one of those fibers. You guys are giving me 15 seconds, a little under 2 reps left for you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Guys, come on up. Last activity before a nice little break. We're going to go back into those RDLs. This time I want you guys controlling it down for 8 seconds and back on up. So you're going to start this first rep with me. And we're going to go down 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up normal. Keep it going with that, guys. Nice straight back. 8 seconds controlling the down. That's so we can eccentrically focus on those hamstrings a little bit, not only making them stronger, but making them more flexible. And it's just a great recovery tool for us before we progress on. If that tension is ever starting to feel like too much, maybe the stretch is a little too much, feel free to go back to normal reps or even just decrease your range of motion a little bit, are two common solutions. Two, and go ahead, break right there, guys. Grab me a quick drink of water. We'll be back here in just a moment. As you guys are coming on back to me, what we're going to do is we're going to take those heavy weights to start out. It's going to be a shoulder press where it's up normal, down 10 seconds. And then back up again. I'll go with you through those first two range of motions, both hands at the same time. I just have a stopwatch in this one. I'll guide you through the count of those first two ones. If 10 seconds ever becomes too much, one thing you can do is drop the weight from this heavy down to those mediums, or just get rid of that negative count altogether and just give me some normal shoulder presses, but that's where we're going to be. I want us starting that, guys, in 5, 4, 3, 2, up with me, guys, down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up normal, and repeat that count down, guys, 10 seconds down. This might be a one where you're dropping down to those medium weights fairly rapidly, just because that shoulder isn't one of the strongest multi-joint movements, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with dropping weight, dropping reps, or just dropping that count altogether. Quality over quantity. That's not only important for health and strength developments, it's also important for injury prevention. So that's what we want us doing. Feel free, if ever needed, drop that weight down. That's more than okay. And of course, guys, if you ever feel that spine overextending, give me that staggered stance. Even if you don't feel it, this is a great way just to protect that spine. But you guys are giving me less than 10 seconds, so pretty much just finishing this rep off. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Guys, we're going to go back to that 3x5 that we did for that squat, but we're going to do that for that row. So you're going to be in the stagger stance, hinging at the hips, back nice and straight. You're going to pinch those shoulder blades together. Up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 5, down 5. Everybody starting at the top, or sorry, at the bottom. I'll do the first 2 reps with you, starting at 3, 2, and 1. Pinch those shoulder blades up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping those shoulder blades pinched up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you guys to continue that count. Again, it's 3 5x5s. You're coming up, holding, and down each for 5 seconds. 3x5, about 15 seconds total. Again, if you mess up the count a little bit at home, that is more than okay. I just want you guys to be conscious about that time under tension. Make sure that we're always breathing, especially during those holds. I don't want anyone holding their breath or letting their breath get too rapid. Keep constant control of your breathing as well, guys. Finishing off this set for me, we're going to go back to those shoulder presses. 2 and 1. Guys, we're going to find ourselves back in that shoulder press position. Similar, we're going to do a 2x5 where it's 5 seconds up, 5 seconds down. Do not hold at the top or the bottom. That's a great way to protect our shoulders. We're just not going to hold anywhere. We can hold down at the bottom, but we're just not going to do it here. So we're going up 5, down 5. I'll do the first 2 reps with you in 3, 2, and 1. Up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you guys continuing at home. And I'll elaborate a little bit on what I was saying before. We don't want to hold at the top because then our arm is basically locked out. It's just bone resting on bone. There's no tension. And it's a little too much for our elbow and shoulder joints. If you hold down here, that's a little bit better just because the shoulder still has to actually contract. And it's not too much overhead, but we're just not including a hold at the bottom. It's just a 2x5. No hold included in this one, you guys. You guys are giving me 10 seconds, about 1 rep here, just finishing off this last rep for us, guys. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Guys, coming back into this row position, we're going to do that 8-second hold again like we did for the glute bridges. So we're going to pinch those shoulder blades, normal up, hold for 8 seconds, normal down. I'll do the first rep with you, but we're going to go here in 3, 2, and 1. Pinch those shoulder blades, drive those elbows up, normal, hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down, normal. Keeping those shoulder blades pinched. Go again, just holding at the top, guys. No extra seconds on that up portion or the down portion, just holding for 8 at the top. If that ever gets too much, of course, you can go into normal repetitions with no hold. That's more than okay. And while you guys are doing this, as we get a little bit more fatigued, I want you guys to make sure that your back is not rounding forward. We're keeping that back nice and straight, keeping those shoulder blades together. This angle the back is at, that can change. What it can't change is having a rounded spine like that. You have to keep that neutral spine nice and tense. Then you can change the hip angle. That is okay. Go ahead, finish off this rep for me, guys. Finish off this last rep. And we're going to find our way down to the mat. 2 and 1. We're going down to the mats here, guys. It's going to be off normal, down 10 seconds for our push-ups. So what this can look like is either on our knees or normal, but it's going to be up normal, down 10 seconds. I'll do the first rep or 2 reps with you guys, and I'll let you take the count from there. Starting here in 3, 2, from the bottom, and 1. Going up, down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up normal, down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's say you guys start to fatigue a little bit. That's more than common. So what you can do is you can cheat up that weight a little bit, kind of doing a little bit of a worm. You can stick on your knees or back into those normal positions and just focus on that eccentric, that 10-second down portion. More than okay, guys. And if you ever want to drop that and just give us some normal push-up, that's great too. You're probably going to fatigue on this one pretty soon. Finish off this last rep, guys. Finishing off this last rep, we're going to stick down here on the mat. You're going to be 2 activities, guys, to finish this off. We have a Superman hold, 45 seconds, plank hold, 45 seconds. Superman, we're going to be thighs off the ground, arms out here or all the way out. That's going to be more challenging, but we're going to protect that low spine. Starting that off in 3, 2, and 1. Almost like you're flying through the air. Keeping those thighs above the ground, arms high, contracting that glute and that low back in order to make that arc that we need to stay up. Already 1/3 of the way through, guys. Last 15 seconds. Make sure you're breathing there at home, guys. Being conscious of that breath all the time. That's how we survive. That's how we make the most of it. Last 5 seconds, transitioning right into a plank in 2 and 1. Let's get everybody like this. 3, 2, and begin. Again, we're in this plank position, straight line from our shoulders to our hips to our ankles, with our hips maybe being a little bit higher than our ankles. That's okay. If our hips are bringing that out, just making sure they're not too low or too high. Really squeezing in towards the spine here, guys, to finish this off. Over halfway, guys, over halfway. Last 15 seconds for us. 10 to go, 10 to go. Check that alignment, make sure our hips aren't too high, too low. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Guys, I want you to go ahead, take a little bit of a break right there. Bringing that water close to us. You're just going to find yourself in a nice Spider-Man stretch here. Again, let's have that water to us permanently, taking sips while we're stretching or throughout this entire part. So we're in this Spider-Man stretch right now. We can be taking a nice little sip of water while we're doing it. Right there, guys. I'm gonna have you rotate over. Same thing on that other leg. From there, guys, we're gonna come on down to the ground. Let's put one leg down, grabbing that knee, hugging it in, getting a nice glute stretch. Or I know some of us like to rotate in. That's okay too. And right there, guys, let's go ahead, switch it over, doing the same thing for me. Right there, guys, we're gonna go ahead, stand on up. You guys are gonna fold on over for me, giving me a nice hamstring stretch right down the side or right down in front. You can touch your toes, or I like to cross my arms so that I'm not worried about where my hands are, not measuring or anything. And I'm just getting that nice hamstring stretch, maybe in a little bit of a low back stretch if we decide to flex our spine and let those vertebrae separate a little bit. From right here, guys, I'm gonna have you put your hands on your shins, track your hands up to your knees as you extend that spine, extend at the hips. Let's come on back to the wall. Give me a nice chest stretch here. And rotate it on over. Same thing for me on that other side. And come on back, guys. We're gonna finish off stretching off our neck. Let's have that chin tuck into the chest to stretch to the back of our neck. And raise it up, tilting back, eyes to the sky, chin to the ceiling, stretching the front of our neck. Back down to center, one ear, same side shoulder, stretching the side of our neck. And raise it up for me. Give me the same thing on the other side.